All right, y'all, we're taking a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad. Going to diagnose it, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, is when the unique CTRL of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. That means fewer than 6 out of every 100 women are clicking somewhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad. And that also means our ad is entering fewer than 6 out of every 100 women's brains, which means fewer than every 6 out of 100 women have a non-zero chance of buying from us. So we gotta get this number as high as possible. And as a result, we gotta get unique CTR up super high. Has to be above 6%. Below 6%, 6% is the minimum. Every Boudoir Facebook ad can be above 6%. And for under 6%, we got like massive structural issues with the ad. And that's because a unique CTRL under 6% is not normal. It is actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. It's extremely common though. Basically every Boudoir Facebook ad I've seen has had it. Well, again, it's because these the 3 pre-click mistakes. So deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. That's what causes BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. We also know that Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low click advertiser, BLCA. So we're setting up getting our universe set up here. BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. We also know we got the solution here. We know that BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and treatment takes about a week. And we know this because we invented it. And the way treatment works is we actually leave the original ad as it is, we duplicate it, and Boudoir Pico treats the duplicated ad that runs in parallel. And after about a week, when treatment's over, we actually keep whichever one running that has the highest metrics. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost and our Boudoir Facebook ads. Basically, we got our unique CTRL above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser at DBA. So this is our full universe here. We got a BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. And we treat it with Boudoir Pico, it takes about a week. We achieve PCA pre-click alignment, and we become dominant Boudoir advertisers with Boudoir brain entry boost. So now my residency, I actually went and I had to go find a Boudoir Facebook ad out there in the wild, seeing what it was doing. Brought it to the hospital, tested, found out the first one had a unique CTRL of 4.3%. So we know that BLCS is present, unique CTRL under 6%. BLCS present, Boudoir low click syndrome. But now we know BLCS is treated with Boudoir Pico. So we did that, takes about a week, and we got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 37% of ad spend. So they're spending 10 grand a month in the original Boudoir Facebook ad. They now only need to spend 6,300 bucks a month on the Boudoir Pico treated Facebook ad to get it into the same number of women's brains. So at 3,700 bucks a month difference, they literally just pocket it. They don't have to spend it; they keep it in their pocket, and that's like basically like a phantom profit bonus for the boudoir photographer. And I literally for no extra effort, don't have to serve any more clients. And at the end of the year, it's like 40K. Second part of my residency, I had to find another one, brought it back to the hospital, tested it, found out its unique CTRL was 1.39%. So when the unique CTRL is under 6%, we know that BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. But we got the solution. Now we know we can treat it with Boudoir Pico. So we did exactly that, treated it with Boudoir Pico. Takes about a week. And we discovered that the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 84% of ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, then they now only need to spend 1.6 grand a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get it into the same number of women's brains. So an insane boost. The difference, 86 or 8,400 bucks a month. They no longer have to spend. They just pocket it. They keep it in their pocket. It's like a phantom bonus, phantom profit bonus, Boudoir Pico bonus, whatever. No extra effort, no servicing any extra clients, and they're at the end of the year, it's like 100K back in their pocket. No extra work required. Finally, I had a patient come into the hospital. So as a unique CTR of his Boudoir Facebook ads is 5.03%. So we when unique CTR is under 6%, we know that BLCS is present. And when BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome, we know we can solve it by treating it with Boudoir Pico. So again, that's exactly what we did. Treated it with Boudoir Pico, got our unique CTR up to 15.35%. So what we found out was the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 67% of ad spend. So if he spent 10 grand a month on his original Boudoir Facebook ad, now he only needs to spend 3,300 bucks a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get that ad into the same number of women's brains. So insane efficiency, and that difference, 6,700 bucks a month that he no longer has to spend, he simply pockets it. He keeps it in his pocket. He doesn't have to, he doesn't have to do any extra work to turn that extra money. He is, doesn't have to serve any extra clients. Just 6,700 bucks a month every single month. He doesn't have to spend. Keeps his kind of phantom profit, a Boudoir Pico profit, and at the end of 12 months, it's like 80K. So from real world results, we've seen from what we've actually done, the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. I mean, look at these numbers right here. Wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. And so, averaging these numbers, it's probably like, somewhere between 50 to 60%. So wasting about 50% of ad spend. Spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, that means approximately 5K every single month is being wasted that we can eliminate, put it back in the Boudoir photographer's pocket, 5K every single month, well, as long as they're spending. That's 60K, approximately 60K at the end of 12 months. All right, so now we're going to diagnose this if we believe it has BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. First thing I'm seeing, got the below creative cluster mistake. False belief that caused us to make this mistake is we're believing that everything Facebook tells us or recommends us to fill out for our ad is the best thing for us to fill out and not the best thing for Facebook when we fill it out. So it screws us because it causes way, way, way more women to scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, contributing to BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. And Facebook on the back end gets richer because the more women scroll by our ads per unit time, the more ads Facebook can serve per unit time, and they make more money when they do that. So we never want to make this mistake. Next mistake, or next thing we look at, creative. We got the looks like an ad mistake here. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we actually believe our Boudoir Facebook ads should look like Boudoir Facebook ads because that's what everyone else's Boudoir Facebook ads look like, so everyone else cannot be wrong. Can they? Well, in every Boudoir Facebook ad I've tested and the backends I've looked at, 100% of them have had BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, because they're making some or all of these 3 pre-click mistakes. So the consequence of making this mistake is way, way, way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6% and contributing to BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. Finally, going to look at this See More headline up here. First 2 3/4 lines, Facebook newsfeed mobile. We're only utilizing 2 lines here. Want to win a boudoir session? What if you never feel ready but do it anyway? All right, so that's the lack of context mistake. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is we believe we set enough context to get the optimized number of right women clicking on our ads. But in fact, we're lacking a ton of context here, and we're actually going to get way, way, way more women scrolling by our ads than necessary who could have been perfect if we had not made the lack of context mistake, and who actually would have clicked in and had a chance to buy from us. And as a result, this pulls our unique CTR under 6%, and it actually increases the probability that we have BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So after looking at all these things, so my diagnosis, if I believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome, aka a unique CTRL under 6%. Yes, I do. So I believe the unique CTRL, this one is under 6%. And it can be solved though. All right, so if you're a BLCA with BLCS, so you're a Boudoir low click advertiser with BLCS, and you want, and you spend more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, and you're looking at the marketplace, seeing it get more saturated, it seems like anytime someone gets a new iPhone, they're setting up their Google My Business profile saying they offer Boudoir, or anyone gets a new camera, they're in the mom group saying they offer Boudoir. So you're just seeing the market become more and more saturated for the same number of buyers, and you're seeing inflation and living life costs. So you gotta you've been optimizing the business, pull more money out, optimizing other places, pull more money out for the same input, same effort, and you decide you now want to do that with the Boudoir, the Facebook ads part of your business. Kind of plug these holes, become more efficient, put this money back in your pockets. Then shoot me a DM. Well, actually, you've seen how we can eliminate about 5K a month in wasted Boudoir Facebook ad spend. Put that back in your pocket. Approximately, so that'd be approximately 60K over the next 12 months. Put that back in your pocket instead of Zucks, so you can get a phantom bonus. No extra effort on your part. And you want to achieve pre-click alignment so you can become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir Brain Entry Boost to help you on your way to becoming the #1 boudoir photographer in your city. Then shoot me a DM when I open up for new patient intake. New patient intake is new patient intake is closed right now. So no new patient intake right now, but when it opens up in the future, shoot me a DM and we'll see if you qualify for the Boudoir Pico treatment.